Monday, November 3rd. Main things I was looking at was this weekly wick level was really the main level that I was playing with today. That wick and then the PDR connected levels in between each of the actual 3 points within the wick. Pre-market, my ideas was I had seen that we had just blasted over these equal highs right here, and we were stalling to push into this high. In terms of levels, this was a range between the upper range of this wick on the weekly and in the midpoint, and I was running a PDR between those two. And looking at the market before open, my idea came basically as, okay, we just ran these big highs. We have more highs up here, but we're stalling out to 50% of this PDR. So my idea was essentially also the liquidity pools I was looking at was, yeah, this high at 274 and then these equal highs from Friday. Like these are the same equal highs I was looking at from Friday, and then all these lows down here, right there, 123. So my idea was either we continue pushing above these equal highs we swept, this PDR starts getting stepped through, like this 50% holds, and we can get above this internal high on the market open, and from there I'll long up into these highs and be bullish until it tells me otherwise. Or we can fail this PDR, not make any not have any continuity through it, and then just stall off this internal high or whatever. And then from there, I'll be looking to push into 123 because like the probabilities of the liquidity pools I mark, the most nearby liquidity pools getting hit early session is like 95%. So on a market open, like we had already stalled off the 50 and it just sent us to rebalance the quarterly and it was sloppy right before open. And then the market opened and it tried to hold the 50%. So I was potentially about to get bullish if this 50 could hold and we could actually have progression off of it. But this 50 holding just stalled off this internal high and was holding within the high end of the wick and it really could not go anywhere. So once this started getting lost, I didn't want to be bearish until we were until we broke out of this range and showed me that we couldn't actually sweep up these internal lows. Because then if we can't sweep up these internal lows and the range of this PDR is failing, then like the odds are in the favor that we're going to run into the nearby lows for the session. So then once we fell under this quarterly PDR level and we tried to buy up these lows in this candle, we tried to stall off these internal lows, which is also an encapsulating wick of the lower part of this range. We tried to buy the lows. It just rejected off the high end of that wick and then it fell through. I took this immediate rebalance right here. Um, in the moment I was trying to take the wick retest or the retest of the low, but this thing just was falling too far. So like intra candle here as we were pushing, I changed my limit to the immediate rebalance, but I still put my stop above the wick. Could try to catch the immediate rebalance. That's just a big play, but I'm gonna still try to get involved on that. Immediate rebalance stop still above the wick, so I just don't think we're gonna push back to the wick. We won't break even, but I think we could potentially, if we don't want to stall this old liquidity, this could be maybe the run to 123, but it's not super likely. All right, I'm gonna need to lock a trail in if he pushes something. Or we could want to hold them old highs up right there that I have marked. Pushed up too hard, I'm gonna lock in potentially something. Let me see. If this immediate rebalance causes an actual flip and breaks the last candle side, I'm gonna lock in 1R. Or just immediate rebalance if we flip in this candle. I'm just gonna trust something. I mean, if we break the low. This is the old daily volume balance that we're at. If we break this previous candle low at all, I'm trailing 1R off the immediate rebalance. Come on, bro. Okay, I'm trailing this immediate rebalance, locking that in. Okay, we're starting to push through this daily thing too. We closed out with liquidity and rejected under that last candle. I'm straight up here for about 1R. Like this could be the gradual run into 123 lows, so I don't want to be super aggressive, but I'm at least taking something. I'm not giving up 2.6R all the way. I might get shot out here. This thing's trying to fly up. Okay, this might be the most vile thing I've ever seen, buddy. So basically, um, Once we held this, I just took this immediate rebalance and I got trailed out for 1 hour after this immediate rebalance here had flipped. Basically, I was up like 2.5 hours or something, and I just didn't want to give all that up, so I locked in a trail and it ended up biting me. From there, my target was still 123 indefinitely, especially once we started holding underneath the old liquidity, which was them equal highs that got swept. So I was basically trying to see, are these internal lows that are getting bought up here? I was watching this wick too. From here, I'm still, my start target is still 123. I was trying to see, are these internal lows going to get bought up to potentially kind of be a little range bound, or what are they going to do? These lows of right here, this little trend line, got bought up, just pushed into the old liquidity. Actually, I think we missed that. But this attempt to sweep these internal lows after I'm already bearish to 123, it just got held in this daily volume imbalance like 10 times. It just kept trying to go. It couldn't push the wick. We finally closed this 75% of the PDR, retested it, and then we lost. I was about to short this, but in the moment, I was just hesitant on shorting the retest of that into 123. Obviously, in hindsight, it would have played well into my target, but I was just sus of it in the moment that, like, because this was so choppy trying to sweep this, I thought there was potential for this to just be a fake breakout, just sweep this and then get back in the range, but obviously that wasn't the case. And then my only other trade was a break even that I took, playing the idea of 123 not being a sweep because we tried to sweep 123 and hold it. This thing couldn't do anything. The strongest reaction we got off 123 off rip was just a retest at its internal low, and then it sold off. Then it tried to retest again, and from there it couldn't even break this PDR level. So when we lost it, I was wanting to play this thing failing, but I wanted to see a retest of it first before playing it. So we tried to lose it. We retested, um, broke, held this quarterly PDR, and then I was watching this wick that was holding this little area right here. And then once we broke from there, I took a retest of that, and I got break even right there. And then that was my only other trade. Now I was about to take a third trade just now before I'm calling it. Um, Also, once this, my idea is to be bearish, or my idea is to be bullish was to play this liquidity sweep. But when we failed to hit this higher time frame level that was sitting below the sweep, I was sus to try to long anything here on the regaining of 123 to play the sweep because I was like a little hesitant that this low wasn't real. And especially once we tried to regain 123 and the sweep, like the continuation of the sweep, just stalled off this internal wick and it couldn't push the internal high. And then we started rejecting underneath the PDR. I was like extremely convinced that this low is about to get smoked. Um, it did. I was trying to short underneath 123 into that low, but it just died. And then from here, I established a range that I did not want to trade because my ideas were now I want to play 123 as a sweep now that we're back at this level if it holds and we regain. But I don't want to play this thing, this 123 failing and pushing into lower levels until we lose the level that's sitting underneath the sweep. So I had a red box here just because I didn't want to play anything in this range. Wanted to wait till we regain 123 or we lose this level. We tried to hold that thing twice. The first attempt just rejected off the PDR. The second attempt couldn't even reach it, just held the order block. And then I was trying to short in here, but it just died. And then the death of this is into my next targets, which was 17 and some more lows. Like I think it was this low down here. Um, and the last trade I was gonna take that I just couldn't get in, like I couldn't get filled because it pushed into the entry too quick. Uh, I was watching this little wick over here. Because like there's really nothing sitting in between us right now to go push into this target. Now that we failed to buy up 123 and then we failed the level underneath it, I was just trying to get involved, a quick scalp down here into 123. We fell under this level, which was this is the 50% of last week's candle, so it's the 50% of this bearish order block to get gained. We closed the level. Oh, we closed within this wick. I'm like this. It's like super free to me to get to 17, so I'm trying to just really take anything I see at this point. This wick that was encapsulating us earlier, we stalled off it. We stalled off it. We just pushed up, rejected off the level, and then broke the wick. Like I just wanted to take this quick retest of the wick just into my levels like 3R or something, or into this target. But this candle right here after the close, this thing flew up very quick and I just didn't have a limit set. So I missed this trade, and then from there I was kind of frustrated, and I was just gonna call it at 1R. 117 ended up holding. I was gonna potentially play this sweep holding if we were able to like give me some more like information on what we would do at this internal high after holding this and holding the weekly gap, but it just flew, and then that's when I called it. So finished 1R. I mean, I don't really care. It's all right for a Monday. It was actually a really good session in terms of the conditions. Hesitated on this position, would have got like probably 3R on a trail something here. Missed this limit, would have got like 3R on a trail something here. Had a early trail out here, but I would have done the same thing every time, so can't complain. So yeah, 1R.